Hello and welcome, it's Gilly Cube. I'm here on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, Australia. I have this lovely 50 by 55 centimetre canvas that I have an idea for. So I'm just going to go for it and explain it as I go along. So let me work this out as I go along. So this is just my normal acrylic paint mixed with my normal pouring medium, and the videos and that are in the link below in the description below this video. So there you go. Right-eo, I am going to I have some of this sort of mid-grey colour. It was what I'd collected up off my waterproof base, and literally just collected it up and put it in the cup, and I'm going to reuse it. So I'm just doing the two colours at the minute. Oh, probably three. I'll add some white to this. So that will be for that side. Then I will use a darker colour. Again, it was collected paint, so it's like a gunmetal grey, this one. So I might just leave that in the cup as it is and add some of the very light grey to it, kind of like a silver grey. So this is going to be using up all my scraped off paint that people say, oh, you're wasting all that paint. Well, you just scrape it back up and reuse it, so it's no biggie. Here we go. So I'm going to just pour this over here. Literally pour that one there, and then pour this one here. I'm going to try and, I've got flies in here, I haven't got the screen door closed, so I've got to try and tilt this over my canvas. Doesn't matter if the two sides mix at this point, because just trying to do a interesting background. And it doesn't matter what paint falls onto this waterproof paper, because then I can scrape it all back up and it go back in another cup and reuse. So never fear. Have I got any more paint left? I might just run some of this in, so I've got plenty to run off. As I said, I can reuse any that I don't, that's on the wax paper. So all is good in the world. Wow, that's given an interesting background. I was going to let that dry before I add my next bit, but I might do something through that white. We'll see. I'll just have a little think about that one. Grabbing the cloth that I forgot to bring over with me. Never mind. Just tilt that back up there. get my little swipey tool. Where's it on? There we go. Just gonna soften that white up, see if I can as I said, I've got an idea for this one, but love this. Not so sure about that. I was going to hand paint something in here when it was dry, so I'll have to wait till this all dries before I can do the next bit, but I might run off some of this. As I said, I will show you in a minute how I scrape it back up and add it to my cup, and I might leave this to dry. So I think I'm going to leave that to dry as that is. I think people will buy probably this before they buy a lot of other things just as it is on its own. I'll give it a whiz over with my heat wand. Anything else, but again, oh, my art, my rules, my way. You do you and I'll do me. Okie doke. Wait on for the next piece for this particular canvas. It's now fully dry, and I'm going to just add a stencil silhouette of a girl's face on it. So wish me luck. I just wanted to clarify that how you make your own stencil if you want to add a face or something to one of your paws. Like, oh, this one has taken some changes, added a face, then added another one, then did a little bit of embellishment over one of your the acrylic pour that I'm showing you. So I just want to clarify how I made the stencil for that. I just literally googled free, copyright free stencils on Google, and it come up with a load of different just silhouettes. And so what I did is I put my clear plastic over the top of the on my iPad, over the top of the image like that, and then I literally so my clear plastic was completely over it like that, so you won't be able, clear plastic was over the image, and then I literally just you know, used a acrylic paint texture so it came out on my plastic. I used the texture of the image, so, and then I just used scissors and cut the image out of my silhouette of a face. And then you've got two really, because you can use it the other way round. This was, I was just experimenting, so I think it'll work better if I get thicker plastic to do the stencil on and then keep my stencil aside. But nevertheless, it still worked, because I'll just quickly show you. So say that's my stencil, and then if you wanted to add it to a piece of art, so this is just a white acrylic pen, which is not working too good. It's running out. Yeah, it's not going to work. Let me see what I've got. So you could use anything, I guess. Let's see if this gold one works. So you just trace your stencil. You put your stencil over your piece of art that you want your silhouette on. This, I've not got the right pencil. That's a very thin nib, so it's not coming out very good, but but it gives you the idea. So there's your face stencil. I could fill this in a lot better. I don't want to waste this MDF board, but it's given me an actual idea now, so I might continue on with this. But so you can make it is better with the right product. But I know some people were asking me how I made my own stencil. So that is the face silhouette, so I could continue on with that, but I just wanted to add to basically that piece of art that I did, how I did the stencil for it. So I used the, hang on, which way did I use that one? I think I used that there you go. I used that one there, and then I used the other side there, and I traced it and then filled it in with paint. So very crude and not professional, but I'm not a professional. I just tried to show you some easy art hacks or easy art to create yourself. So there you go. That's how I created the stencil for that piece of art. So moving along. So yes, my end product was with those two faces. I had outlined it in a metallic silver acrylic pen liner. So it was something different and something that's given me, you know, further ideas for more. So watch this space. I'll be back. Take care. Until tomorrow. Bye for now.